So the judge in President Trump's case in South Florida, in the federal case, the first indictment of former president in history, has issued her first order. Judge Cannon gave, quote, all attorneys of record and forthcoming attorneys of record a Friday deadline for starting to get in touch with the Justice Department litigation security group so they can expedite the necessary clearance process. That means so they have the clearance to deal with these 31 documents. Now, that clearance, again, this I think is what we're seeing is until you get a decision on are you going to rush to speedy trial or not, and that's a decision really that's up to President Trump and his defense team, that Judge Cannon is just keeping things on track so that is an option because this could be, even though there's usually is a delay, there could be something. I guess for the most part, you get to choose your attorneys. Correct. It would be weird that they say, no, you can't have this person represent you. So there'd have to be something pretty major in their background for them not to be able to get the clearance, I would think, in this kind of situation. But if something like that happened, then you could have to have another appeal.
I don't think there's anything unusual about this order. The right to a speedy trial, as recognized in the Constitution, is owned by, if you will, the defendant. So Donald Trump could say, I'm exercising my right to a speedy trial, and they would have to go to trial now in 60 days.
Yeah.
Now, that's a high-risk move. I could see a circumstance where if you did that, the government would totally freak out because although they've been working on this for months, I guarantee you they're not ready to go to trial. But it's also risky for the
ready to get the discovery out that quickly.
Probably not. And I'm not sure politically it's the right move for the president. I think he's probably better off with this going to trial after the election.
You basically have those two choices, which I think is just interesting for people to note. You could start your trial in August, or you literally could start your trial after people have voted for the next president of the United States. I mean, pretty distinct, pretty
Correct.
Different, extensive period of time. And that's in a sense because I guess even if you invoke your right to speed trial, let's say he does want to go in August, but then something comes up and you start motions. I mean, you're not, again, all that speedy trial means is we're going to start the trial then. It could still take a very long time.
But everybody needs to understand what's happening here. They are pounding on Judge Cannon.
Oh, yeah.
Because
they're
concerned that she's going to actually, rule fairly? Now, here's the thing. This is a judge who went to Duke University undergraduate school, went to the University of Michigan as the top 10 law school, clerked for a U.S. Court of Appeals judge for the 11th Circuit, served as an assistant U.S. attorney, they always leave this out, for the Southern District of Florida from 2013 to 2020, which is, 7 years. So this is, and they're saying, and the ABA recognized her as qualified. And they're saying, she doesn't have a lot of trial experience. I can name you a lot of Supreme Court justices that have no trial experiences as well. That's not the qualification to be a judge. They don't like it that they had to bring it in the Southern District of Florida because of venue, because in the Southern District of Florida, it's a better jury pool for the president.